Hi guys, welcome back to another session by K21Academy, and in this video we'll be talking about what is new in AWS DOP-C02 examination. So first let me start with what exactly AWS DOP-C02 exam is. So this certification, that is AWS Certified DevOps Engineer Professional, it showcases individuals' technical expertise in provisioning, operating and managing distributed application systems on AWS platform. So this gives them a boost with confidence and a major credibility with peers, stakeholders, and customers. Now, let me just give you a brief exam overview. So the format is of 75 questions, that is either multiple choice or multiple response. And the level would be, of course, professional. The length would be around 180 minutes to complete the whole examination. The cost would be 300 USD. So you can visit the exam pricing section for additional cost information. And the delivery method would be a Pearson VUE testing center or online proctored exam. Okay, so now let us take a look at the domain-wise weightage of the new AWS DOP-C02 exam. Okay, so now you can get a detailed blog by visiting K21Academy.com/AWS DevOps 11. So if you want to have a major knowledge on what all things we'll be covering, then this blog is written especially in depth for every one of you. And let me just talk about the domain-wise weightage of this examination. Well, so the domains would be SDLC automation, that would carry 22% of weightage. Then we have configuration management and infrastructure as code as 17% of weightage. We have resilient cloud solutions as 15% of weightage. We have monitoring and logging as 15% of weightage again. We have incident and event response as 14% of weightage, and security and compliance for 17% of weightage. So if I talk about domain 1, that is SDLC automation, so you will require to automate the software development cycle by configuring code repositories and CI/CD pipelines in this domain. Talking about domain 2, that is configuration management and infrastructure as code, that holds 17% weightage. So in this domain, you need to use AWS CloudFormation, AWS CDK, AWS SAM to configure and deploy infrastructure as code or IAC templates. Domain 3 talks about resilient cloud solutions, that holds 15% of weightage. So this domain is all about implementing robust, scalable, and highly available solutions. Domain 4 talks about monitoring and logging. So this domain will put your knowledge of configuring the collection, aggregation, and storage of application logs and metrics to test. Domain 5 is about incident and event response, that holds 14% of weightage. So this domain is concerned with how to handle application events as well as incidents such as system and application level failures. And domain 6 would be of security and compliance. So this is the final domain that necessitates the implementation of large-scale security solutions such as identity and access management, security and access control. Then we have security and monitoring and auditing solutions. Now, let me talk about the dates. So last day to take the DOP-C01 examination has already passed. That is 6th March 2023. And the registrations are open for DOP-C02 examination from 31st January 2023. And the first day to take the DOP-C02 exam is 7th March 2023. So all these days have already passed by. And you can still take it. Now, let me just give you a brief difference between DOP-C01 and DOP-C02. So in terms of the exam domains, the older version of the AWS DevOps Engineer Professional, that is DOP-C01, has exactly the same number as the new DOP-C02 version. However, there are some differences in exam coverage and domain names for some domains. The largest exam domain remains SDLC, that is Software Development Lifecycle Automation, with 22% of exam coverage. The same is true for monitor and logging domain, which still has 15% of HS. This is followed by configuration management infrastructure as code domain, which has decreased from 19% to 17% exam coverage. And the incident and event response domain has dropped by 4% with only 14% coverage, down from 18% in the previous version. So, based on its new exam domain content distribution, the AWS DevOps Professional exam has significantly included many security-related topics. This means you must concentrate on various security topics and AWS security services as well. And if we talk about why certification is important, so although it's not a strict requirement, but having AWS certification in your CV can give your profile a much needed boost against other candidates. And this will make you stand out, and this would give you a credibility and accountability to stand out apart from the crowd. And this in return can help you to get hired or at least be shortlisted, because that is usually the toughest task that happens. And here are some genuine FAQs that we recently come across. So will the DOP-C02 exam include an exam lab section? So yes, the most recent AWS Certified DevOps Engineer Professional exam does not include any exam labs. The official exam guide for DOP-C02 test confirms this. What is the passing score for the AWS DevOps Professional exam? So the exam results are reported as scale score of 100 to 1000, and the passing score at least is 1050, which is required. And the next question that comes up is, what is the exam format? So there would be multiple choices questions. It will be single or multiple choice, and there is no negative marking. The next question, have the courses on our portal been updated? So yes, we have updated our course according to the latest updates. So here is what you can get from us, very latest, and everything is updated. And the very genuine question is repeat. And the very genuine question is, what if I fail an AWS exam? So the exam attempts are not limited. However, for each exam attempt, you must pay the full registration fee. So yes, that is why we have to prepare accordingly. And the next question would be, do AWS exams expire? So yes, the certifications from AWS are valid for 3 years. Now, you can find us on multiple social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. Follow us there to get updated about the latest things happening in cloud world. And I'll see you in the next video.